So back to my original project that I wanted to do. That would be basically getting to know Juniper and its in its entirety. And yeah, I did do some pre-configurations and stuff already. Learning how to work the CLI and everything. Well, so I'm going to um, SSH into the switch password. Yeah, there you go. Normally, when you get into the root thing, you'd have to basically press CLI, which I don't need to do now because I'm already in the administration modus. Um, so I just basically, it's telling me that's an unknown command because of the simple fact I'm already in. So yeah, but when you console into the switch, you basically have to you'll basically in the root, and then you have to press CLI to get into to start using the CLI. So yeah, so like I said, I already did some pre-configurations. I've already, as you can see, enabled SSH to SSH um, into the unit. And a cool thing about the Juniper is that you have this management port, which is pretty cool. I mean, I don't know if the newer ones, I didn't really check if the newer ones have this, but I think this management port thing is pretty cool because of the simple fact that you can actually set up a VLAN just for the management ports for all the switches, which is I think is pretty cool. The thing is that you have to actually connect the management port to a normal port, not on the same switch. But as a matter of fact, I don't even know if it would work on the same switch. I'm pretty sure. Oh, I think it will. I don't know. I never tried. See, that's something that I might just go ahead and try it out. But yeah, I connected it to another just a normal port. So you have to do that because of the simple fact that it gives the management port its own IP address. So it's I think it's like I said, I think it's pretty cool. So yeah, the first thing you do is basically get into show config. And then it shows you like everything. It'll basically show you the root authentication, which is a encrypted password. Login. You can see the login retry attempts. That's what I said. I had to set that up. Retry attempts um, to basically stop in brute force um, to try to knock off brute force uh, hacks or whatever. Trying to brute force into your system, and it'll basically back off, and it'll also increase every 5 seconds. You have to set that up at the beginning anyway. So, well, you don't have to. It's not mandatory. It's just that I would recommend it. So here's the admin switch administrator. You could give it a name and stuff like that. When you give the user a name, you just give it some kind of what kind of a yeah, type of account this is and stuff like that. It gives you UID number, super user, authentication, and there's the authentication passwords for that. And of course, it's encrypted. Here is I set up the and enabled SSH login. And what I also did is I basically put root login denied, which is basically the root IP address, which is a different IP address. You can't log into it through the root. It'll basically deny it. You can only log into it with the management port. So here's the web management that I'll show you later. You can use the web browser to manage the switch also. DHCP setup and basically have a syslog. If you want to continue, just press spacebar. And here you can see NTP server for sync is really important for all the switches. All the switches should be in sync. So you should activate NTP, which is a network time protocol. Sorry. And yeah, and then you have this chassis. Yeah, so here are the ports. Nothing's configured yet here, and anything. It also shows you the VLAN. There's no real VLAN that's set up. This is the actual IP address for the for the switch, but you cannot connect to the switch or manage the switch with this IP address. So yeah, that's one of the security things. I think it's pretty cool. So here you got routing options, and it'll show you the next hop, and the protocols, which is IGMP snooping. These are all the things that I haven't set up yet. All this stuff has to be simulated, and I wanted to also simulate the storm control, VLANs, loop, um, yeah, basically loops and stuff like that. And that's kind of what I want to try to get into. Yeah. So what you can also do is let me show you the other portion, which is the web uh, which is yeah, the web connection, basically getting it onto the web console. Let me see this here. There you go. This is what the web console looks like. It's kind of generic. It's really old because these things are really old. I mean, I think they're like, what, 12, 13 years old or something like that. I'm not sure. Maybe even older than that. I've seen, I don't know. This is up to date though, with the latest security updates from Juniper, which is which was last done. I think it's November 24th, which is pretty recent, which is November 24th, 2024, which I think is a pretty cool thing because yeah, that they still kind of, I don't think it's going to be supported anymore, but I didn't really check it out yet. But yeah, so this is basically what it looks like. Everything that's yellow is basically not used. Anybody, in the security situation would know that you should block all these manually. Here, let's go to configure here, interfaces, here, ports. Let's see what happens here. Like I said, this is old, so uh, I guess it needs to think a minute. So anyway, you got here, everything is down. You have up, up, down, down. Anything that's down is not really actually down. As soon as you plug something in, then it'll basically go up. You'd have to actually manually, it's called, I mean, on Cisco, I think it's like administrative down. So I think this would be the same here. I think it'll be like administrative down or something like that. So, yeah, normally you would block all these ports that you don't actually need for security reasons, and then yeah, administrative. Or you can basically uh, use port security, which is here somewhere. Security. There you go, port security. Here, basically, VLAN name. I don't even know if anything's gonna pop up here. Oh yeah, there is. Okay. So that would be default VLAN 0. Here on Juniper is VLAN 0. Usually Cisco and most others are like VLAN 1. And you can basically disable and give all the use a access control list and stuff like that to block whatever ports uh, assigned to certain devices or anything like that. So clients, whatever, servers. Yeah. And this is basically here, link aggregation. I think you could stack 4 of them um, to basically stack them all into one switch. That's aggregation here, link aggregation over here. Yeah, so I'm just looking around here and then just trying to get familiar with the Junos operating system and also with the CLI. So I will be doing some scripting, and like I said, I'm going to definitely start doing like different types of simulations, rogue switches, stuff like that. Rogue switches, storm loops, uh, BPDUs, all that stuff. Yeah. So I think Yeah, that's basically about it. Yeah, that's it. See you later.